I should probably change the thing for the thing, thumbnail for the other thing. So let's go for it. Am I streaming? Yes. Let me strength the audio here. Test 1 2 3 test. Okay, that should be cool. Okay. ASMR thing. ASMR. It's in there. ASMR. It's official code. So today I think I'll do something with these generations. I should implement this into the level manager. What I want is to generate a level, to create one level at a time. But actually, let's not turn this to an object. Let's create something, because fuck, the delay is long. So I don't usually use this, but why not? Oh, what was it called again? I forgot. It's the code. This code. Oh yeah, this. So yeah. So this one right here. Seeing this. Input keyboard. This is it. So basically all this stuff nonsense. Oops. So this is the looper for what? Okay. Set loop. Why did I do this? I don't know. So this is the listener thread. Yes, on press, and just listens to the listener. So yeah, starts this. This is basically just a thread, but it's just make it really easy. Let's just copy this whole entire thing, because I might not be able to. Do anything with it, so do I really need to make this? I just set it to something else. I don't know. Maybe I need to make this as well. I don't know how to create a more appealing, not appealing, more like a better one. So yeah, we could do this. So what I want is basically all for that. So today's to-do list is these to-do lists. Today is one to fix the edge, which is simple. This one's easy, which is the generator, the dungeon generator, the dungeon generator, dungeon gen, edge or borderless edges to computer science E. Maybe that means something else. So border. Let's just do border. So we can't go, for example, if you want to go here with here, since one of the algorithms is to find whether we need to do +1 or -1 on things. Sometimes you can go to the edge of the border, which is from our calculation, from the coordinate standpoint, it's going to be minus something with whether it's x or whether it's y. It's going to be minus, which we don't want because that'll mess up the entire thing. Because we're using arrays as well. We're using a list. List -1 just means going backwards. So we don't want it to go, for example this, we don't want it to go here instead. So that's simple enough to fix. Second of all, we'll add movable player characters. Movable. Well, I think I'll start with this weird concept I'm calling layers. Layering. This kind of this kind of concept is since we have arrays basically for every single row, right? Every single map. So this is gonna be array for everything. So let's just say this is the map. This is the simple map, right? It goes from here to here, from the start to this. Since everything is an array, maybe it starts from, maybe it's here or something. So basically every single line is, we'll call it a column. I mean a row. Every single row here is printed out as a list of strings, basically. For example, this will be the non-accessible place, so we'll probably call it X. And then, for example, this as well. This is like a wall or something like that, right? So we'll just do this character right here. And for example, this is going to be space. Space is also like a valuable character. So just do space. And for example, X again, for example. So if we want to move the character from this, let's say this, we set the character, for example, we set the character here to this area, not to this area, to this index. We set the player to this index right here. We can easily do that by asking what's the coordinates of the players, for example. In this case, it's gonna be let's just say this is row 0, 0 of 1. Oh wait, yeah, no, yeah, it's gonna be 0, the y coordinate, so it's gonna be 0. It's gonna be 0 as well. I'm sorry, 0 0 for example. So what if we want to move it to 1 0? It's 1 0 moving along the x-axis. It's going to be this way. So the player is going to be this, right? Just gonna take it out this. Oh yeah, shit! I just said that this is not accessible. Let's just say this. Let's just say this. Let's just say it's an enemy or something. It moves to the right. Okay, I'm sorry. This moves to the wall, for example. Even though it's not possible, it moves to the wall. The player moves to the wall. It's simple enough to change this as the player. Oh, I just have an idea, but okay, let's save the idea. How do I save the idea? Saved. Okay. If we move the player to the right, right? So what happens then to the X? Or to this character? Well, it should be that this is X, but where do we store the X? Before. So my idea is, the first idea that I had was layering, which is we have 2 different maps. One is this, and one is just this right here. This is nothing, right? But it has the locations of each player, each item, each everything, you know, inside of it, in which that we can just overlap this. Overlap every single one of these stuff right here to this. So how do we do that exactly? So we know that. So what happens is this: every single time we print a list, the row, let's say row, we print row, it prints the row, right? And the thing is, that row has some data to it, which is the characters, right? So before I did something like this, for example, let's do all black, right? Before we did something like fill. Oh no, solid fill. Before I did something like this, right? Something like this, right? Like a negative fill. I did something like this. It's like we have everything, but we just remove it. We remove the thing. Now we want to replace it instead. So the thing is, we already know the available places because it's on the list of the dungeon generator. We already know where things could be and where things should be. If you decide to put it there, it'll be fine. It's fine, but because that is static, it's fine. But what if it's not static? So what happens is it overlaps this area and this area, for example, with players, for example. Oh fuck. For example, the player is here. So when it moves here, this now becomes not white or not just space. This is, imagine space. Not this. Imagine this is space. But it becomes none, because we just remove it. It just becomes, I don't know, a string. So we don't want that. But I also think that this is not really important, because there's gonna be better workarounds for it. Gonna be a better workaround for it. However, I think layering will be a little bit more, you know, you can add more features to it. For example, if I want to just, for example, I want to have a start menu, a stop, for example, in front of everything, like stop, you know, or pause or something like that. Even though this game is turn-based, not turn-based, just basically, yeah, it's not your turn, you know, it doesn't move based on real time. So just in case I want to add like a pause button, I could just overlay it like an overlaying system. This is layer, so I want to do something like the overlaying system, so that I could, you know, easily add that in without worrying how, you know, things should be and things could be. So for example, this could be on layer 2 right here. This could be layer 2. Let's see. This could be layer 2. This could be layer 1. And maybe like a screen or something like that. Screen on this could be layer 3. And we all have the same we have the same things, you know, onto it, and we'll just have a function later on. I'm sorry with the colors, but I love these functions. Oh no, fucking not functions. I'm sorry. We'll just have a draw function that just draws every single line, every single layer that it's put up in, and this will just calculate everything and draws it accordingly. This function will be insane, because remember, I wanted to do something with fonts, not fonts, with custom ASCII, custom characters. For example, the walls could be this, or could be maybe this, depending on what you want it to be. So, but before that, let's actually just add these features right now. I think layering is the best. We add the simple features that is necessary for now. And I think this is necessary as well for now, so that later on I can, if I want to add something, I'll just add it, working around this stuff right here. So basically, draw just means we already have, for example, layer 1, this. It'll just print everything, and this would be just like a big print function. Well, maybe not, because I haven't figured out how to layer yet. So yeah, let me tell you about layering. So how do we do this? It's not really been a concept, I think, ever. Maybe I'm a little bit more uneducated about this than I expected, but basically what I mean by layering is basically just like Photoshop layering. What is Photoshop's like this? I don't know, like Photoshop's layering. It's you have this row, for example, of characters. If I want to add this, I can just add it. I could just add it right here. And if I want to change the locations of this, I could just change it and this will be restored back, like for example, okay, between lines was not good. If I just change that, I could just do this. Yeah, it changed, and this will still be the same. This will still be the same, right here, and this will change to this. This will still be the same. Right now, if you just want to change it with my current setup, is because you have a list. I'm sorry, I'm repeating things, but I just want to make things clear to myself. You have a list of characters. So basically, if we want to change it, we just change it. Okay. When we change this, we change it permanently. So if we want multiple things moving at the same time, we will need more memory, so we'll need more variable to store this, what the hell this is. So for example, now we'll store it into A, store character A, and we change it to X, for example. Change it to X. Now this becomes X. But what if we want to go back to A? We just do this. Just do that, yeah. But what if there are enemies moving, or the concept that I proposed before, that there's gotta be an overlay screen, for example, saying start or something like that. Start or something like that. This needs to be multiple lines, right? For example, even if I wanted to do just let's do a simple S. A simple S goes like this, right? Okay. This doesn't really look like S, but you know what I mean. Let's do L or A. Let's do A. For example, we have A's. One more. We have A right here. Let's say this is the ASCII A. Yeah, this is A. Look at that. That's perfect. Like just like A. Yeah. Let's say we have this. This is overlaid with, for example, a bunch of these. A bunch of these, right? How are we gonna do that? Can't just store it. You can't just store it, right? You can't just store it in this dictionary, for example, or some other place. You know, it just won't be intuitive for me to just store it somewhere else and then bring it back when this moves. I feel we need to do something like layering in order so that we still have this in a list and we don't change this in place. We don't change these in place of this. We only overlay it in order so that we don't need to memorize these. So how am I going to go about doing that? So here's the deal. One way I proposed was not to do it. Let's say we did do it like this. So how would that go? So that would go like this, probably, in my eyes. So the best solution for this, for not storing it, this would probably be the solve. How I would solve not storing this. So what I would do is, for X, for example, we have space here, right? Space, and we have XX. And we have space again. This is the first row. So what I would do is this. in order to merge with this, the first row. Wait, let's just draw the first row of that as well. Let's just plan that out. Let's say we have and let's just say it's this much, not that much. Okay. What's the brush to? Okay. So in order to place this, I would assume that this should be the configuration of the lists. So basically each list of this would become a list on its own. So basically what I could do is this becomes this space and this will become I apologize, this become and this will become and it's become x and become x and as well. This will become space and this and like this, right? So it merges this into this, basically merges this into this and this as well. So basically when I print with the custom print, we only print the first print for columns and let's say columns. So basically this prints this. So we just print out call what's brush, bro? C. Okay, print the column with 0 in it. This is a good thing too. This I like as well. I like very much actually this. Okay, no, okay, fuck you. This will go. This could be it. You know, this could be the exception because I really was considering layering because it'll be cool. But this is also a form of layering itself. I'm talking like I know everything. Dude. I'm just conceptualizing everything because this is on the spot. This is a form of layering too, but for this, right? So how do we then change the position for this? Let's say we want to move the A to the right. For example, we want to move the X to the right. So we'll call some function, I guess. Moving to the right. We'll call some function. Let's do pink. Function. This function will be removing this as well. Removing this because spaces will be functions as well. Removing this. Well, I'm sorry, I apologize. We could start with the position of which we want to enter this in. So we could start, we know the dimension of this, and we could just start where everything is and we could iterate over this. So we can just remove or this is where it gets complicated for this level. we remove the first one. So for example, this is going to be equals this. So it's just the same. Ah, yeah, we could just bring this back. Just bring this back. That's an idea. Could just bring this back. Bring this back to this. Back here. Let's say translate, right? Transform or translate. Translate to the right. That looks like a plane. Translate to the right here. If you want to translate to the right of this, we'll just create again. It again, and then we will just change start position. That's an idea. Change the start position of this. This to this instead. That makes a lot of sense. I believe I could do it, but what if there is 3 of them? So there's 3 layers of it. That might be a little bit confusing. The thing is, this is a good way, I think, to do it, but I really want to do the layer thing. My idea of it. I really want to do my idea of it. Really want to do my idea of it, because it's very similar to this one, but it requires what should I say this? It requires escape codes. Now, escape codes. Let me tell you something about escape codes. Square escape codes, right? This is the command line, the CMD. We'll be using CMD. So this is the window for it, right? So escape codes allow us to modify basically what we see in this, each character of this. So what I want is, for example, this is the dungeon, right? This is the first level of the dungeon. Yeah. What I want is for it to come over literally the cursor of the cursor, right? This is the cursor that we use to type like this. See this? This is the cursor, the thing, you know, the pointer, I don't know. The cursor basically literally goes up here, and in insert mode change it basically and goes back. Or maybe, and no, it doesn't go back, it just goes here. I want to do it so much like that. It goes there and modifies literally what we see and what is printed already in there. It's not literal data of what it is, but we can record it still. Recorded data, and it's a little less intuitive, and I really want to do it because it makes me learn a little bit more about escape codes, which I like, which I think is currently the most interesting for me, since I made the ASCII cam. So maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this as well, because this is way more fucking elaborate, and I already know how to do this, I believe, with the pseudocode that I made, pseudo diagram, let's say. So basically, this, if I created this and have like for example, these lines, right? We'll just store it in memory. We'll just store it in the list, the same way we do print. And we can create like custom things, right? And make it like interactive without us actually changing this. But the thing is, it'll be completely irrelevant, because if I use escape code, the thing is it's going to be completely irrelevant, because I'll be storing it in a list anyways, so I better just modify the list instead of that. We'll be using it anyways, but you know, it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. Which one should I use? I think we'll just skip the literal layering aspect of command prompt, because it's not really reliable. I've tried it much. It's not really reliable. It's not really reliable in which that I don't know how to use escape codes well. I only know a couple of things, which you will see later on, a couple of days. So I think this is a nice solve to this situation. Oh, it's 10 p.m. already, bro. It's a nice solution for the situation here. So yeah, that will be it for the concept for today. So we'll be making this will take priority. This is, so basically this will try this out. This can be separate from this right here, and we can implement it right away with this as well, because this is very cool. I think one of the first time I learned about this, I could do like manual threading. I just make this stuff, but I think I will just install this package. Oh my god, I'm so lazy, bro. I will just install that package, that library, and just, I apologize, it is so Python of me to do so. Install this library was what I meant. Yeah, PyInput. It's literally just a couple of more lines if I were to do just the listener thing. Yeah, maybe I should, but I don't know, man. Yeah, just give me 3 minutes. You can look at this code if you want. Let's wait. I'll. Where is the setting to mute? Let's say mute as mute. Is this can this be toggle? So mute. I don't think that's mute. Oh, there we go, mute. Mic aux long. 4 is mute. 5 is unmute. Video capture device. Yeah, it's the mic aux. Okay, so apply that. 5 is unmute. Okay, mute. Feel free to comment if you don't understand or you want to give me help, because I wanna learn. So on the process of learning, I think is this clipping? I think it's clipping. Let's reduce it. Okay, there we go. All right, it should be fine. Maybe this. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Turn on your volume. No. This is me only, right? Yeah, me only. I'll show the changed Python as well, just in case. I think this one I'll put on GitHub. The other this game I probably won't. No one will play it on GitHub. This one I'll put on GitHub. Along with it requirements txt, because a couple of stuff here needs to be installed, like this. This needs to be installed. This I don't think it's needed. I think these two are native to Python, at least 3.9. I don't know about other Pythons, but these are it. Oh, I'm sorry, you could see this. Okay. Mute. Don't mean to do that. Simple CV2 computer vision. Sorry guys, should not have opened that. Pretend you didn't see anything. Okay, I'm back. Oh shit. What the hell's going on? Okay. Your live have... There's no sound. Yeah, no. Sengaja. It's on purpose. Okay. So again, let's. This is the one that was last time. We see it. Let's run this again just in case. Okay, everything is fine. What I wanted to do was add a couple more lines to this in which we don't have some kind of messed up thing. Let me show you. So basically this is 5, right? Let's do 1 so you'll know. Yeah, so this basically goes over, and it looks cool if it's huge, you know, but if it's the dimensions are smaller, it'd be hard to read. Like it goes around, you know, but if it's a high dimension, it's messed up. It's gonna be messed up. So what I want is there's gonna be a limit to the tops as well. For example, you can't go more than negative some, you know. This just the row is negative or something like that. I don't understand it either. But let's just say if, let's just create an if statement here. If wait, how does this work again? So every single iterator. So this is the problem. This is the random one. See, this is the problem here. So I think this one should be something else, because this is kind of messed up. So what we could do is this. In order to create some kind of so it goes to here, for example, to something, you know. If it's, let's create it. Let's create it to. Okay. Fuck. Target is gonna be 5. Target is gonna be 5. This is dimensions. Let's say dimension is gonna be 7. It's gonna be messed up, right? Yes. So what I want to do is basically, if it reaches 0, which is fine, or when one of these reaches this, right, dimension, it does something. So we need to define this as something. We need to define this, right? So this needs to be something, because we need to pass dimensions. Or we could just put the dimensions up right here, so that we can just, I don't want to make it definition or a function just yet, because it'll get very confusing for me. So let's just say if one of the players one of the player positions, which is the x coordinate, position is equal to 0 or that of or that of 7. Well, actually, before that, let's test this out first. Another test. Let's just get an actual test. Let's just say this is, actually don't know how this works. this is a tuple, so let's just do 1 to 1 dimension. Let's just do this. Okay, so if the player is equals to 0, right? Or that of dimensions. I don't think this will work, but oh no, we need to surround this, right? For example, this or dimensions 0, or there we go, Boolean logic, or this. Let's just do 1 is equals 0, which it will sometimes, some of the times. Oh no, that's not what we want. So that's not what we want. That's not what we want. If the player is in the dimension which is 6 to 6, for example, in this case, or 7 to 7, or something like this. One of them is 7, so the x-axis is the y-axis is 7. We actually don't want this to plus 1. We don't want this to plus 1. If this plus 1s, then we're in trouble here. We're in trouble because it goes below. So this is different. So this is gonna be different. So if player 0 equals 0, or player 1 equals to 0 as well, we'll do something. For example, 1 equals 1 instead. Let's say 1 is equals minus 1, right? This is the case. Oh, let's just print. Player 0. Player 0. So let's if player 0 again is equals to this, equals to, it should be 1. This one, okay. If it's equal to dimensions 0, or player equals wait, what if though? Well, it should do this, because what I meant is that what if it overshoots it, so it needs to go minus. It needs to go minus. So basically, if this is this, right? Oh, the dimension. I forgot it's dimension. So yeah, it's fine. I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense. Okay, equals dimensions. Right. I think it should work. Player minus 1. So if it is in bound of in the bounding boxes of the coordinates of dimensions, it should go minus. For example, this should go minus, so it could just minus 1 this. If it's in here, it should go minus 1 this. So none of this are the same. So let's say this is 4. Okay. This is 4. Okay, let's say this is 0 plus 1. Both of these are 0 plus 1. Okay, cool. So we can implement this directly to this right here. So yeah, so this is dimension. as well. We could just do this directly here, and we could just do elif for both of this. I think we should just yeah, we need to put this below this. Yeah. Also add a comment, because I might not detect from border penetration. There we go, penetration down. Don't judge me. Negative ones. Okay, not seconds, ones. So you don't see me right now. Okay, if you want to see me, see me. Wait, why do you not see me? Okay. Okay, now that is 1. So this should be this. 1 should be this. Wait. Okay. 1 equals 1. 1 is actually now going to be equals to 1. This will be minus 1. So this should work. Okay. Ooh! Index out of range, the first. So what the hell happened? What the hell happened? Okay. So p roll call, this is print statement. This apparently is out of range. This I think is out of range. Bug fixing. Okay. Why is this out of range? Exactly. It's the first time it happens. What? Okay. It never does it again. Come on. Okay. It's out of range. I think this is because of this function right here, pmove. What if 0 here? Okay, it can't go up, so it needs to go up. So a lot of these shits are going to the edges because I added the plus function. Plus 6. So plus. So plus. So it only is minus if it's plus. If it's 6, it should be minus. 6, 7 here. So why is that 7? This should be minus 1. This should be minus 1, bro. Why is it plus 7? It should not be plus 7. So what happens here? What happened? Plus. Oh, I'm getting tired. It's 7. It's supposed to just only be 6, right? Oh no, it's supposed to be 7, bro. What the hell? Yeah, I forgot. It's supposed to be 7. If it's 7, then minus 1. So 7. Whoa. So it's not that. So in a rare case, what if 0 and 7 meet? And this will be the fucker that fucks it up. So yeah, fucks it up. Why is it out of range though? Because it's not supposed to be 7. It goes to 6. Oh, we have a list, regular list error here. So basically dimensions 0, 0 doesn't actually mean it's 0 by 0. It should mean 1 by 1. So I think out of range means that, I think this is correct. Out of range means that it's ranges don't actually that much. So I think we should add 1 to this. And I think it's never going to fucking mess up. What happens here? Oh, nothing. I don't think it will ever mess up. I'm just seeing the line of code above there. So what happened in the edge cases in which 0 and 7 meet? Example here, 0, x0, y7. What happens there? So let's just see. 0 and 4. What happens? I think it's -1. Ah, both happens. So the last one happens. What about 0, 4? Same thing should happen. Yes, it should be minus. So if it's the same, if one of them is 7 and that is 7, we should just skip. 1 is equals 0, I believe. But if we just equal 0, then it ain't gonna move. What if it ain't gonna move? Then this will activate, which is nice. But when it comes to this, -1 times 0, but it will still be some. One of it will still be like that. So I think it should be fine, because this will move it closer to everything. It will move the coordinates closer to the target. So damn, this is way more complicated than I thought. So yes, that is that. If player equals, let's add a condition in which if both, then we really don't want anything to happen here. So we continue. We skip 1, which is fine, because no, it's not fine. We need to put this as well with that. So if this, oh, actually let's test that. Okay, so if this or this, let's just say this, or it doesn't work like that. Okay, this and this, boolean special case. Okay, cool, it's gonna be special. So this should work. There we go, dimension. Yes, this should be gonna be special. So this is the main loop. So it's I think we'll just continue. Means that it actually continues. I'll just Yeah, continue, and we'll +1 the iterator. Because this is not being, yeah. Break everything. And continue. It should never happen. Okay, this one happened. 0, 1, 0, 2. Okay, let's make the start 0 and 7 respectively. What would happen? Nothing bad would happen, which is cool. Let's see if this actually happened. Special. Yeah, it happens 4 times. Which is nice. But the thing is, oh my god, this is not what should happen, because this one of these will be true and it will be printing specials. That's why there's so many things here. So it's not good to do, because we're overlapping this. This is true. This is true. This is also true from the start, bro. So, let's just put this above. So it'd be. Yeah, put this above. It's better. This is also an AND, by the way. This is not an OR. This is an AND. Let's just move it here. Let's see what happens. Okay, yes, that should be an AND, not an OR. Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, that's way more like it. There we go. 0, 7, 3, okay. 7, 0, I think it's fine. 7, 7, what happens with 7, 7? Simple, okay. Let's do 0, 0. Okay, cool, we have something here. Target 5, 7, 7, 7, 7 for the target. Now this should change, because I don't think there is a way. Okay, so 7, 6, 6, right? Goes to 7, 6. If one of them 7, it's supposed to be minus. Why is that? 6 going up to a 7. That's what I want, because one of the play dimensions is equals to that. So what happens here? What happened here? But there was no error. So what happened again? So how does this happen? How did it reach 7 when if you have 7, it's impossible to get to 7? Especially in the corner, because you can't go diagonally. It's 6, 6. 7 is supposed to be turning the iterator 1. It happens. You know why it happens? It happens because it's in this. It's on the even? No, odd. Happens on the odd. So this. Wow, it's amazing. I don't know why it's so beautiful, bro. Okay, 7, 7. Because of this, it needs to be perfect. So it goes back and forth and back and forth. And I don't think it's a worst case scenario, because it should have padding as well. It should be like this instead. Yeah. Let's say we have 10 by 10 or 15 by 15. Let's say we have 14 with 1 with 1. Let's see what happens. Boom. Cool. I think this is pretty cool. There we go. This is a cool one. This is a cool one. This is a cool one. Cool one as well. Ooh, it's a cool one as well. It's cool. Whoa, that's cool. Okay. yeah, that's it. I think that's it, because it's reaching 11 right now. Well, let's see. Okay, we're gonna remove this. The actual test. So let's see the paint PowerPoint. Okay, so let's do this one. The layering effects for this one, and let's actually do the definitions for this as well. Let's define a certain def add to strings, add to string list. Position is gonna be default's gonna be 0. No. Left. It's added to the left of the string each. So, okay. To string list, list. So basically, the list. Let's just say strings. There's list of strings. Cool. Default would be this. Okay. Let's say we have strings 1. Base. Strings top. Same thing, the strings. I don't think we actually need to do this, but I think this is good practice, right? I don't know. List string again as list. Okay, cool. Some sort of list. Okay. Let's just pass this argument. Let's just pass this out. Let's return the pass. No, not this. Let's say we have layer 1 or layer base with the strings x, x, x. Let's just say we do that. X, x, x. Right? Basically, let's say x, 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 because that shit's okay. Then let's add this string right here, displacement as well. Displace this. No, more of an integer. Integer. 0. Okay. Displace the 0th one. So let's just say this. Let's replace this with Q. 0. W. 0. Or let's just say this one is this, and let's add another one x. X. This is, let's just say. Well, for now, let's make it simple. Let's just do this. We'll mess with the edge cases later. So what we want is that this to return some sort of another list, a list item. So it should return a list of something. So it should really check the padding of L2. L base, because if L base is not compatible, we should widen this. We should just append it onto it. Thing is, the thing is with the displace thing, things could be wild here, because we could append onto nothing, and for example, if we displace it by 100, the list would just be 100 long with empty string characters. But I think that's the risk of it. And this program, this game will be, you can't. It's not a library. It's not something that. It's strict. It's closed. It's closed so that the player that plays it can only change things in the settings, if there are any settings menu, if there are any, so it won't really matter. So yeah, we should take account the length of the string. Check if displace is possible. I might change this. Change if this is possible or not. So this should be possible. Add to string this L1, L2. This is what? This is post left. No. Well, I should really define it, because pause equals pause default def default. Okay, it's going to be left. Let's just do that. Left displace 0. This should just pass. Just an argument. It doesn't take positional argument apparently. Keyword arguments. Sure, why not? Stars base string stop. Okay, should just pass. Okay, so let's check if displace or not. Delta is equals to displace string base minus string top plus displace string base minus length of string stop plus displace print delta 0. So what if we displace it to 1? It should be minus 1. What? It should be 0, bro. What? String base minus this plus that. Okay. Should be minus 1. Okay. Let's deal with that first. We have 2 minutes. Oh, no. All right, I'll deal with it later. I'm a bit tired as well. Oh, it's clipping. What? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's clipping. Okay, this should be fine. Yeah. Alright. Today done. Thank you so much. So tomorrow I'll work on it more, maybe tomorrow morning if I wake up. See you around. It's got still a lot of stuff to add still, of course. I should just, I don't know.